All right, shalom, shalom. First things first, we want to give our honor and praise unto Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, by Hashem, Patrick. We say, Barakati Yahweh, Barakati Yahweh, Barakati Yahweh, Barakati Yahweh, Barakati Yahweh, Barakati Yahweh, by Hashem, Patrick. And we give double honors to our apostles and our elders, which are apostle elders, great millstone, which lead us to knowledge, wisdom, and understanding of the spirit power of Yahweh Shai. 2025, which is the whole year about deliverance and the judgment and the destruction of Esau, man. This wicked place is being found wanted. All right, prophecy is scooting even closer. We're at the time of the end. Yahweh Shai is getting ready to take this place out. He's getting ready to enact judgment on the landmass of America as you know it. All right, the Lord is gathering his chosen, which are the Israelites, Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, which are spread out through the four corners of the planet Earth by way of this displacement. All right, so we're telling you that the gospel, the good news is on the way, man. All right, and it's coming to you, Jakes. Those that get themselves right, those that tighten themselves up. If you don't tighten yourself up, you're going to be destroyed with this place here, man. The Bible says, though hand join in hand, man. The wicked shall not go unpunished, all right? So you better be on the right side of this thing, all right? There's no ifs, ands, or buts when it comes to truth, knowledge, wisdom, and understanding, man. So,
the 12 tribes of Israel, which are Judah, the so-called Negroes, Israel, the so-called Levi, the so-called Asians, Simeon, the so-called Americans, Zebulon, the so-called Canadians, Ephraim, the so-called Puerto Rico, Manasseh, the so-called Cuban, Gad, the so-called Gulf of Union, Reuben, the so-called Slovenia, Naphtali, the so-called Argentina, to this land, Asher, the so-called Columbus, to the Wayne, and Esquart, the so-called Mexico. Called God and the one that's coming back to the Son, and of course the elect of the nation of Israel.
all right, so we got this issue with the Hellenite, the Israelite foreigners, the grafted, the olive branch, trying to get these Gentiles in here, man. But even we asked chat, and we're going to go through this, and then we'll see where the Spirit leads. We'll stay on this, we'll stay on it. If not, we'll move on to something else. But it says, of course, and I asked the question about the Israelite foreigners and the Hellenization of the Israelites. Because once you understand the Hellenization, then you can understand what's going on in that time of the Israelites in today, all right? But the Lord's not a power that used to change, so if it was back then, once we break down the Hellenization, then we can understand the full understanding of the New Testament with that grafting back in, okay? And it says, of course, this complex, fascinating period of Jewish history that is crucial for understanding the context of the New Testament, the theory that many Gentiles in the New Testament were actually Hellenized Jews is a complex one supported by historical evidence and textual analysis. Gentiles. Right.
So it became mindset, man. It became evil. And we were following Greek customs, Roman customs, and all that, man.
That's right.
We were Hellenized, man. We discontinued from our heritage.
That's right. It says,
so even AI is telling you that the Gentiles in the New Testament are the seed of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Israelites. It's telling you that.
Come. And it says, here's a detailed outline of the Hellenization period and the journey of Israelites becoming Gentiles, complete with a historical example supporting scriptures and conclusion of the wild olive branch metaphor. And it says, detail, the Hellenization of the Jews and the creation of the Gentiles. Introduction, core concept. Thesis, following the conquest of Alexander the Great, 14th century BCE, a significant portion of the Jewish diaspora underwent an intense process of Hellenization. And I gave the example of somebody running from a crime. When somebody leaves a bank, what's one of the first things they do? They take off the things that were on them that identifies them. When a police officer is chasing a criminal, what do? They give a description. He's about 5'7", wearing an all-black shirt, blue jean shirts. That's why they give a description. If they lose sight of that suspect, another cop can pick him up. Yeah. So we had a description, what? Border of blue, fringes, beards on their face, speaking the Hebrew dialect. Because we were on the run from the Roman guard at the time. And it says, following the conquest of Alexander the Great, 14th century BCE, a significant portion of the Jews diaspora underwent an intense process of Hellenization, adoption of Greek culture, language, and religion. This process especially went under the violent persecution of Antiochus Epiphanes, led many Jews to abandon the Torah and assimilate completely into Greek culture. By the 1st century CE, this assimilated Jews and their descendants were often undistinguishable from ethnic Greeks.
See, man? Because in the Maccabees, man, it was unlawful to call an Israelite. It was unlawful. Right, man? Because the Israelites were supposed to be circumcised on the 8th day. Jake wasn't circumcised in them. Jake wasn't circumcised in themselves, man. So they was following Greek customs, man. They was going to they were going to Europeans naked, man. They were working out naked, man. They were doing all type of bad shit. We became heathens, man. We were carried away unto dumb idols, man. We were gone in the mindset, man. We didn't know.
That's right. And it says, Greek culture, it says, undistinguishable from ethnic Greeks and Romans, and were referred to as Hellenes or Greeks.
So it said ethnic Greeks, right?
That's right.
So they weren't seen as actual
Israelites.
Come on, man.
It says the same word translated as Gentiles in the New Testament. That's what they became. It says term Hellenization, the adoption of Greek language, custom, dress, philosophy, and religion. Diaspora, Jews living outside of Judea. Gentiles, Latin gentilis, a term meaning nation or people used primarily to mean non-Jew. Historical process of Hellenization. It says the conquest of Alexander the Great, 332 BCE. Alexander's empire unified the Eastern Mediterranean and Near East, making Greek the lingua francia, or the lingua francia, which means common language. Just like the language of Canaan was the language of the trade, because the Canaanites were a commerce nation. So they traded, so you had to know the land of Canaan, which was what? Hebrew. Okay? And it says was lingua francia, which means common language, a trade, government, and culture. Jews in Alexander, Egypt, Antioch, and Syria. That's why dude brought up about Egypt and Syria, because Israelites were living in the land of Syria. They were adopting the language. That's why the Lord said, I've called my son out of Egypt, man. Okay, so you have to know, if you read this Bible, you have to know historical, you have to know you have to know maps, you have to know locations of places. That way you can understand it, man. That's real trip. That's how that's why it says blessed is he that readeth. If you don't read these scriptures and have a historical mindset, you have to know language, you have to know linguistics, you have to know those things to be able to understand and decipher the scriptures, man. And it says, let's go back in here. It says Jews in Alexandria, Egypt, Antioch, Syria, and across Asia Minor were immediately immersed in Greek culture. The Greek translation to the Hebrew scriptures, the Septuagint, was created in Alexander for the Hellenized Jews who no longer spoke Hebrew. Come on, tack it down, man. Come on, it's telling you, because that goes into the generals, that goes into the Maccabean Wars. You got some?
This is First Maccabees 1:41. It says, and moreover, King Antiochus wrote to his whole kingdom that all should be one people.
See?
And everyone should leave his laws. So all the heathen agreed according to the commandment of the king.
That goes back, and what's another time we can pull from? The time of Nebuchadnezzar.
Yep.
Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. What do you think that was about? That was about them not bowing before the idol, bowing down and praising another power, man.
Right. Because that's a heathen custom.
See?
It says, yeah, many also of the Israelites consented to his religion.
So the Israelites, those that were Israel, natural Israel, the bloodline of Israel, they left away from who they was. What does Isaiah say? It says, even thou shalt discontinue from the heritage which I gave you. So it didn't say that we would be discontinued. It says you yourself will discontinue. And that happened beyond multiple, what does it say? Multiple slaveries, man. When we left into the in the interiors of West Africa, we left from that totally. We threw it off because we were on persecution, man. The Romans were the power at the time. Just like now, America has something called extradition. If you flee from America, you do a crime, you go to a country, they can, if they arrest you there, they can ship you back to America to serve your judgment. So that was saying in the time of that, if they caught you, and I even said they probably had bounties on Jake's head, man. They probably gave you so much money or so much product for every Israelite that you caught, man. You see? Go ahead and read that again.
Yeah, many also of the Israelites consented to his religion and sacrificed to idols and profaned the Sabbath.
See? They profaned the Sabbath. That means they were what? They weren't following the high holy days, man.
Right.
Anything else on that?
It says, for the king has sent letters by messengers into Jerusalem, into the cities of Judah, that they should follow the strange laws of the land.
See? Strange laws. That's the same customs, man. Just like us. Before we came into the truth, we were following strange laws, man. We were following after Christmas. We were following after Halloween. We were following after these pagan holidays. So we were Gentiles, man. That's why we lost when we were in hardcore chattel slavery. They didn't let us keep our culture, man. They renamed. They didn't even keep our cultural names, man. So after the time of our redemption, or us knowing who we are, we became Israelites again. We were those strangers that attached ourselves. We joined ourselves unto this truth, man. So history repeats itself.
It says, and forbid burnt offerings and sacrifice and drink offerings in the temple.
Yeah.
That they should profane the Sabbath and festive days and pollute the sanctuary and holy people.
Yeah. And Jake is polluting it now. Them churches are nothing more than harlot houses, man. Those are polluted sanctuaries, man. These churches people go to, those are polluted, especially the black church, man.
Oh yeah.
The black church is a what does it say? It's a shell of what it's supposed to be, man. They don't really have the true understanding of Yahweh Shem Shah, man. They're not pushing the true doctrine. They're pushing, you can be what you want, pretty much. You got alphabets now with the most preachers in there, man. The deacon, he a mo. He a mo. You niggas, it's like a Busta Rhymes song in there, man. Give me some more. That's what they on, man. They're not on those. The Lord, hey, one of those things is supposed to get that church. It's unclean, man. Just like you put pork in there, same thing, you put a sodomite in there, man. It's unclean, man. Yeah. And they'll come from doing sodomitic acts and come right into the church, man. That's why this place must be destroyed and burnt, man. You can't tell, hey, it's just like a disease. If you see somebody with a terminal disease, and the cure is that you have to burn the disease out of them, are you going to be mad that you got to burn? No. The earth has got a terminal parasite in it, man, and it's called wickedness. And it's promoted by Esau in his ideologies, man. You ain't supposed to do as you will, man. Nature doesn't even do as it will, man. That's why you don't have a strawberry plant bringing forth oranges, man. That's what you call an order. Everything must be done. Everything must be done decently and in order, man. Nature is in order. If I plant an apple tree or apple seed in China, it's going to bring forth apples. It's not going to bring forth a different fruit because it wants to be, man. Nature itself tells you that everything must be done decently and in order. It's not natural for man and man, woman and woman to deal with each other, man. No life comes out of that. No life comes out of those two entities dealing with each other, man. But what you come out of it, diseases, man. Broken minds. That's why you have transgenders that kill themselves. Look at the transgender that shot the Catholic school up, man. Then he got what he wanted, right? Or what he got his so-called transformation, but he wasn't happy, man. And thought to himself to go and kill and shoot up people, man. That's not a healthy mind, man.
Because he's unhappy.
Exactly. He should have just offed himself. Yeah. Well, you gotta go off others for, man. Go ahead, bro.
It's a set up altars and groves and chapels of idols, and sacrifice swine's flesh.
And then we just say that them chapels of idols are these modern day churches. Because ask a Christian about the true breakdowns of these scriptures, man. What do you think we come out to the highways and byways for? You ask us any question you want, man. We'll filter it through the scriptures the right way, man. You go in them churches and raise your hand, you get coughed at, man. Hey. Because they're not defending these scriptures, man. You ask the average pastor or so-called clergy member to break down Revelation, ask him to break down Second Esdras, ask him to break down what was the statue that Nebuchadnezzar seen. They won't be able to tell you. How is the Spirit dealing with him, man? This is not a facade. You living in a time of prophecy, man. What do you think America's locking on with Russia for? Russia's gonna shoot missiles here, man. We're in the stages of that being set up. They don't give a damn about Babylon no more. They're worried about their own culture. Once this dollar's like it's like a used toilet paper. Nobody wants to pick that shit up, man.
Yeah.
Go ahead, brother. You got anything?
Like, why wouldn't you pick up something like America is destined for destruction, man. Whether you like it or not. Your so-called American dream, it's a dream, man. It's a dream, man. Because you gotta be asleep in order to see it, man. It's a dream. White picket fence and all that, come on, man. Fuck all that, man.
Esau ain't even got it now.
No.
You got Edomites living in their fucking car, man. In their own, it's a rap, Jack.
Man, like, how is this, yo? Like, how is you doing worse than a slave in your
man. Tell me that ain't sheesh.
Man, because, man, a lot more Jakes have homes and all that.
Yeah.
Edomites, man. Now Jake might be a month behind on this work, but
he's still in the house. That's a damn saying. That's a wise saying. How is you doing worse than the slave is, man? That means you are becoming the slave, man.
Yeah.
Some of them and they can go live somewhere, but they don't want to live among Jake. No, nigga, you can't have your cake and eat it too. You can't be Hasididi homeless, man. You can't be Hasididi homeless. You better take what you can get, man.
Hasididi homeless.
Yeah, you got pride in you and your car. You and your fucking car, man. And a lot of these college students, they don't know their parents is losing, man.
Yeah.
And they going into school and they gonna be in debt, and they don't understand your parents about to lose their house.
Yeah.
They can't make ends meet. If you ain't already got money, or you got an inheritance or some kind of trust fund, you're running on fumes, man. Especially this AI is taking over a lot of jobs that once was established by, man, you can make them shits do anything, man.
Yeah.
So they don't need you. They can do it for cheap. They can buy it one time instead of pay you a yearly salary. So the higher job you got, you in danger, man. They gonna look to knock your job off easy. They said, no, we can get an AI to do this. Why are we paying this man $100,000?
Right, you ain't gotta pay AI
Nothing. You pay him once. Even if you build it out and pay $10,000 for a good AI system, you're gonna be able to pay that because your salary, you might get a $100,000 salary, but AI can do your job better and for cheaper. So these people are going to school for jobs and careers that are being phased out, man. You in a trick bag. Now you're gonna have all of this debt. You gonna have all of this abatya, and you ain't got no way to pay it out. You're gonna be working at Cheddar's, hoping for tips, man. Good for you, man. Good for you. Because guess what? The Lord said He's gonna take care of His servants. Go ahead, brother.
Yeah. It says that they should also leave their children uncircumcised
Hey, you brought that out.
Yep.
Going back to the time of Moses and Aaron.
Yep. You say, and make their souls abominable with all manner of uncleanness and profanation.
Yep. So it's showing you there's a difference. It ain't do what you want. There's a difference between clean and unclean. That's why the dietary law is important, but being spiritually unclean is even more. You tell the average American you ain't supposed to eat pork, they'll look at you like you kicked their dog or something, man. Pork, look what pork has done to people's health. Look at the proof is in the pudding, man. Yep. Look at cholesterol, look at cancer rates. Look at all these things between low pH living, man. Your low pH life has cost you. So don't be mad at nobody but yourself, man.
You can catch gout from pork. You know that, right? You can catch gout. So if it was a clean animal, then why'd you catch gout? Gout then. And why unless it contain worms and all that shit.
Parasites. Heavy parasites.
No one is making you people eat pork, man. No one is forcing a fried pork chop sandwich down your fucking throat, man. You getting your big ass up, going into the kitchen, you taking the pork chop out the freezer,
man,
letting it unthaw.
Yeah.
You got time to think about what the fuck you're doing.
They seasoning it.
Yeah, and then put the flour in the grocery bag.
Man.
Then put the pork chops in there. Shake it up.
Yeah. Where was Satan at? Where was the demon? Where's the demon pulling your arm, man?
Yeah, like go ahead, eat it.
Yeah.
No.
They putting garnish on the pork. That garnishing wickedness, man. That's why we telling you, man. Hey, this is a wrap. The world is waking up. This dollar is crashing. China just had one of the biggest military parades in history, man. And their weapons, who you think their weapons are geared towards, man? We here, the dollar is dropping. You gonna see inflation, hyperinflation. Look at the Weimar Republic. If you want to see the difference, Weimar Republic, they said that you need a wheelbarrow of money to get bread, man. That's what you call hyperinflation. That's what's coming here. Why you think your grocery bill is high as it is, man? That's because the world is dropping the dollar, man. The reserve currency is losing its status. That's why Trump brought old Russia over there. Hey, that was the last little thing, man. That last little handshake, that was the last thing before war. They can say they tried, but the average person don't pay attention, man. Especially those in middle class and high, you think because that money can go, man. Your money is a number on a screen. If the lights go out, guess what? Your money goes out with it, man. If you don't have tangible, gold just hit an all-time high. Gold is at 3,600 a troy ounce, man. Average person don't even look at gold, man. They don't look at silver. That tells you gold a year ago was at 1,500. The gold price about a year or 2 years ago was about $1,500, $1,300. So gold has jumped up through 200-300%, man. Because they're showing you the gears of war, man. Once the gears of war turn, then you have gold prices that shoot up. Because if you go to war with the nations that are buying your debt, they ain't gonna buy your debt and then still be at war with you, man. I got this quick, bring out this information. It says, I typed in, it says foods that have the most parasites. It says foods that are most likely to contain parasites include uncooked meat, especially pork, raw uncooked seafood such as shellfish, oysters, clams, freshwater fish, which you cook those. It says raw vegetables, especially those grown in contaminated soil or water, man.
See, man, so you shouldn't be eating shellfish, you shouldn't be eating shrimp, crab, or lobster, man. You shouldn't be eating swine. You shouldn't be eating none of that, man.
Yeah.
There's a reason why those foods have a lot of parasites, man. You shouldn't be eating this shit. There's more fish in the store than catfish and swine. It's swine, man. There's beef, turkey, chicken. Come on, man.
You got some more on that? Yeah. Go ahead.
Say, as to the end they might forget the law and change all the ordinances.
See? So that's why you have a changing, when we were the Gentiles, we were changing our laws. We changed ourselves. We changed who we was, man. All right? We put ourselves in the mentality of these nations, these heathens. Just like us now, when we come back to our understanding, we come back to who we are. We know that we're Israelites. We don't call ourselves African. We don't call ourselves American. Those aren't nationalities, man. If you go back to the table of nations, the Most High gave nations. When he separated the sons of Adam, you have Shem, Ham, and Japheth. Those people are the ones that populated the planet Earth. So you're either Japheth, you're Shemitic, or you're Hamitic, man. That's who you are. You ain't nothing these after byproducts. Even white. The word white came after, man, I forget the year. The Elder Malcolm brought it out. That was just a construct. There is no white. That car is white. Who you see running around looking like that, man? Nobody looks like that. You have different shades of brown, and you got different shades of red. Translucent. The so-called Edomite race, Caucasian race, is translucent. That's why when you see their skin, if they blush, what do they turn? They turn red. What's the red? That's the blood showing through their skin, man. Us, you don't see our blood because we have melanin that covers us, man. All right? That's where you get melanin from. Melanin is an actual chemical that is in our bodies, man. It's not just in our skin. It's in our eyes. It's in our bones. It's in our taste buds. It's in everything that, would you say, propagates us as a people, man. Is that it on that? All right, come on, let's get this. Let's go back into the Hellenization of Israelites. It says, Alexander Empire unified the Eastern Mediterranean Near East, making Greek linguista. Let me jump down here. This is the Ptolemy. It says, the Ptolemies Seleucids ruled. After Alexander's death, his empire was split. Judea was ruled first by Ptolemies, based in Egypt, and by the Seleucids, based in Syria. And that's where you get the second Esdras from. It says Hellenization was often encouraged as a way to unify the empire. Many wealthy, check this out, many wealthy and aristocratic Jews in Jerusalem eagerly adopted Greek ways, Greek names, gymnos, discarding circumcision. It says Antiochus Epiphanes forced Hellenization. It says this most critical period of understanding forced assimilation. It says Seleucus king Antiochus Epiphanes outlawed Judaism upon penalty of death. His action described in the books of 1st and 2nd Maccabees, the Apocrypha by the historian Josephus. And it says, man, this sun hitting, bro. It says this is desecration of the temple. Erected an altar to Zeus, Olympius, and sacrificed pig on the temple altar. And we just read that. I go ahead. Yep. Alpha, Sigma, and all that BS.
Yeah. So they are in these colleges and still going after free customs. That's what we're talking about. Israelites that's in the Gentile state of mind. It's that simple. It's not talking about everybody. No. Because how can you be a part of, because how can you be a part of the promises that you were never a part of anyway?
That's right.
You can't induct yourself into someone's into this person's father's will. You can't do that.
Yeah.
That's to them. You are not included.
Yeah. It's an inheritance thing.
Exactly.
And that's why we're telling you Jakes, you Israelites, you Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, we telling you your inheritance. We telling you get out of this place mentality-wise first. We're not telling you to flee. We're not telling you to run. Go in some hole somewhere. We're telling you to come back to your identity, man. If you don't come back to your identity, you're going to die with this place here, man. Because this thermonuclear weaponry that's getting ready to be used is not going to, it don't care about your beliefs. That's why it says judgment is blind when it comes to that, man. They say bullets are blind. They say that missiles are even blinder. Missiles are just big ass bullets, man. That's what they are. They don't got no eyes on them. They got tracking devices. That's it. They don't care if you're old, young. Russia and China, our weapons have been sending over there to Ukraine to kill Russians for the past, going on 2 years, man. Russia knows that. What's up, man? I see you still hanging around, huh?
Something like that.
Yeah. You've been watching news and seeing everything move, right?
No, not for real.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Not as much as I probably should.
Hey, there you go. That's a wise saying, man. But now we telling you that they locking. It's getting more severe than it was last time. So this war is here. They just had a meeting. Russia and America just had a meeting in Alaska to talk about peace, and then no peace came out of that. China just had the biggest military parade in the history of China. So hey, they got some of the most high-tech weapons. So you ever heard of supersonic missiles?
No.
Yeah, supersonic missiles are missiles that are unstoppable. You can't stop them. That means there's no missile defense program. There's nothing that can stop these missiles once they're launched, man. And China's showing you that. Even Trump had to write a message. He said that you had China, Russia, you had it's a public walkway. We appreciate it though.
No.
So you had China, Russia, you had Kim Jong-un, all these nations. You had the BRIC nations. They're dropping the dollar, man. America's being gutted slowly, man. And that's why your way of life is losing. Your money don't go far in the grocery store. You got high interest rates on houses. You got interest rates that are peaking. You got all types of, you got college debt. That's that debt of this place. Come on, man. And it's prophesied to happen. I'm gonna pull that out and have it, but you got something else? I'm gonna pull this real quick. But read this, and it says, apocalyptic now, why tech billionaires are suddenly building doomsday bunkers. It says, is suddenly hoarding doomsday mega bunkers. Let me read down. It says, when Douglas Rusoff has arrived at the Desert Conference from the ultra-rich, he thought he was there to discuss the future of humanity as a promoting media theorist who had to build a career writing about cyber culture and technology. He was astonished to be given big picture talks about philosophy and society, but it soon became clear that the attendees weren't interested in humanity's future. Ooh, you see that? Only their own, and they were deeply anxious about it. It says they were originally asking either for questions about investing, he says Bitcoin or Ethereum, virtual reality or augmented reality, that sort of thing. It says then someone asked Alaska or New Zealand. I realized the direction they wanted to go. It says they were asking as casually as they had asked about the cryptocurrency profile. Was there a sudden build? It says where they should build their bunkers. See, you want to get that where it says though they dig into hell. Things on my hand. Let's keep going. It says these range from bunkers that make you feel like Bruce Wayne in the DC Batcave to bunkers that you access by subtle pushing aside a kitchen cabinet or accessing the hidden escape hatch. Even hideaways with boogie doors, and make sure their family beloved pets can meet them in their shelters at the same time as everybody else. You got that? So they showing you that these high up elites, these rich, they're building bunkers, man. They're building doomsday bunkers. Why they gonna invest in something they ain't gonna use, man? That's the mentality. They're not worrying about keeping this thing going. They know it's a wrap. Why would you, these are billionaires, that means their money is invested in this place. But if they themselves are cutting it off and they're building bunkers, that means they're not worrying about saving. It's a sinking ship. You see that? What happens with rats? What do? They flee the ship, man. So we telling you spiritually, we've been telling for a long time. Now it's coming to pass. You can see the writing on the wall, man. Go ahead, bro.
This is Amos 9:2. It says, "Go get into hell."
And that shows you what hell is. What is hell? Hell's the grave, man. Hell's not a mystical place where you burn forever with some pitchfork, man. Hell is a construct. Okay? Even if you read the book of Job, Satan works for the Most High, man. That's a heavy portion right there. You can't break down, man. Go ahead.
Say, though they dig into hell, thence shall my hand take them.
So though they go into hell, so it's telling you, this book prophesied them digging these bunkers. It says, though they dig themselves into hell, what is hell? It's the grave, it's the ground, man. That's why they're called dumps, deep underground military bases, man. So they building themselves in there, but the Lord is saying that they're going to be taken out, man. Go ahead, read that again.
It says, though they dig into hell, then shall mine hand take them.
And what's the hand? The hand of the Lord of the angels and the elect, man. Because the elect should be changed into angelical beings, man. They should not, they're going to have spiritual bodies, but the spiritual bodies are going to be endowed with power, man. That's what we waiting on our change. We're not waiting to be taken out of here with these fucked up bodies, man. That's why we've been in this position. Our bodies want to sin. Your flesh wants to sin. It don't want to do right. Your flesh will have you out here thinking crazy shit, man. But your spirit, what's in you, that's the purity of you, man. That's what we speak to. We don't speak to the flesh. The flesh profited nothing, man. That's why people running around here. You got the greatest thing in every creation in you, man. You got the Spirit of the Lord. That's why the Lord is telling you how to keep yourself. He's not talking about the flesh. He's talking about keep what's in the flesh. Just like if you in a car, are you the car? Or are you the man in the car? You ain't the car, you are driving the car. So we ain't these bodies, we're driving these bodies. That's why the Lord has given us a dietary law, how to keep not just the body pure, is what the spirit runs on. Unclean and clean, man. See that? So if you separate those things, that's how your body flourishes. Because what? The spirit is really flourishing. That's why if a man has a broken heart, it don't matter what he does, man. You can die from a broken heart, man. People die, all of their bodies shut down because their spirits are broken, man. Go ahead, bro.
It says, though they climb up to heaven.
And what is that? That's why you got these billionaires that are doing space walks. In space, they're trying to get up out of here, man. That's what the scriptures are telling you. It says, though they dig their way into hell and though they go into heaven. Read it one more time.
Though they dig into hell, then shall mine hand take them.
That's what you call bunkers. They got something called the apocalyptic seed boat. All these things are prophesied to be happening in our lifetime, man. Go ahead.
It says, though they climb up to heaven.
Though they climb up to heaven, what is that? Space station. You got these billionaires that are trying to fire rockets out into the outer space, man. Keep going.
It says, thence will I bring them down.
So the Lord's going to knock all those things down by way of the angels. Why do you think they let out that UFOs exist? You got so-called the Navy that let out footage of them chasing so-called UFOs. They're not unidentified. They're identified. They're the angels of the Lord, man. They're not going to tell you that. They used to tell you were a crazy tinfoil hat wearing psycho if you talked about UFOs. Now the government is saying, yeah, we got footage. So they were lying to you, man. They were lying to you. They were lying right to your face. They had footage of it. They had camera footage, but they couldn't lie because it was so prevalent, man. Because the angels are showing themselves. We in the time of the revealing, man. Go ahead.
It say, and though they hide themselves in the top of Carmel,
that's what you call mountaintop retreats. That's what it's speaking about. It's talking about mountaintop retreats. And who is in those mountaintop retreats? That's your rich. You average people, they leaving you to die, man. That's what they think about you. Don't worry about us. You got to worry about your leaders. The ones did they not come out with the Doge thing about Elon Musk, about the corruption and the money laundering that they were doing? They didn't launder it for you. They laundered it for themselves, man. So your high up elites don't give a damn about you average people, man. You're chattel. You're cattle to them, man. Go ahead. Go ahead.
I will search and take them out thence.
That means because those are going to be the first crop of slaves, man. If you want to pull out the man of continual employment after that one, I'll get that for you.
It says, and though they hide, it says, and though they be hid from my sight in the bottom of the sea, then will I command.
That's what you call substations. You got bases that are underwater, man. So this Bible, the written thousands of years ago, prophesied bunkers, underground tunnels, mountaintop retreats, space stations. It prophesied it. But you have to have the discernment, and you have to have the spirit to be able to read through it, man. This Bible is written in code. It's codified. That's why the Lord hid, just like the story about you hide the file in the cake. When they had the cake, they would put the file for them to escape. This Bible was written in code, so when we woke up, we'd be able to discern it and get ourselves ready, man. Our escape plan is right here for you Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. The rest of these people, they're cooked, man. You got too much blood on your hand on this landmass. The Most High is getting ready to judge America for the blood, the rape, rob, and murder that is committed to its life, man. That's why your American dream is falling down right in front of your eyes, man. And it's not by a coincidence. It's by design, man. The Heavenly Father, what you call God and His Son, is getting ready to dismantle this place. Then He's gonna send His Son back, which is gonna do the last bidding. The same destruction that was done to Sodom and Gomorrah will be done in your lifetime, man. You're gonna witness angels catch fire on this place, man. They found Sodom and Gomorrah. You know that? They found that place. The historic, they won't tell the world though. They found the place, they found the sulfur balls, they found it. They tested the sulfur, it was 99.8% sulfur. Nothing on the planet Earth produces that high grade sulfur, not even volcanoes, man. Yellow sulfur balls were found peppered, and then what they did, they went and, where the Dead Sea used to be, they went and dug there. The sulfur balls that did not hit land, that went into the water, they were still intact down there, man. Because the water had receded in that land area. So wherever the Lord rained that sulfur, they found it, man. Go ahead, bro.
It says, thence will I command the serpent, and he shall bite them.
Yep. That's what you get sea creatures, man.
It says, and though they go into captivity before their enemies, thence will I command the sword, and it shall slay them. And I will set mine eyes upon them for evil, not for good.
Go ahead, bro. You break down.
Right, man? So they will go into captivity. The fugitive has been caught. Cain has been caught, man. He's a fugitive. He's been on the run because he refuses to be prosecuted for his crime and for his sins, man. But he's already been caught. You've been caught, my man.
Get hemmed up.
You didn't think of the consequences of your actions, man. You say that, man.
Yeah. I got it. I got it. I got that Ezekiel. Whenever you're ready, you can get that first. So this is a beautiful time to live in, man. If you're here right now, you're here for you in the greatest time in history, man. You're getting a witness. You either gonna pay for your last little bits of judgment, or you're gonna be delivered in this time to come, man. There's no in between here, man. You gotta ask yourself, why did the Lord send my spirit here right now? Is it to be judged or is it to be saved, man? This is the greatest time to be alive, man. We're gonna see God is real. That's what, if you ask everybody, if real, the breakdown of minds is God real? Why are we here? What's the purpose of life? That's what it is, because people have been lying on the Most High, man. They've been lying on the scriptures. They've been using it to gain money, to gain an ulterior motive. We're not here for none of that, man. The Lord has sent forth his servants, man. And we're here to tell you the nitty-gritty. We ain't to lie to you, man. We don't need your money or your likes, man. We're not here for no kind of hugs and nothing. We're giving you raw, man. Because the Most High, that fire. When that fire touches you, you're going to wish you had words talk to you, man. You're going to wish you had the words of the fire of our mouth, man. Because the Lord's coming. It says he is a consuming fire, man. The Lord ain't playing around with America. America has done a lot of wickedness and it has to pay, man. You raped, robbed, and murdered the people. You brought Negroes here. You took the land from the Native Americans. You raped their women. You sold their children into slavery. You put them in re-educational camps. Then you went and took the West Africans, brought them here, made them pick cotton, served slavery. You hung them on trees. All these things, the Most High has not forgot them, man. That's why it says blood defileth the land. You can't look these over, man. It don't matter how the time go. Just like somebody said, you want us to forget, but you lighting off fireworks every fucking year. But you won't forget that though. Let that go. No, we can't let you. It's good to keep something that makes you happy, but something that makes you ashamed, you want us to let it go. No, we ain't letting nothing go, man. We waiting on our Independence Day. Go ahead, brother.
This is Isaiah 47. And yep, the 7. It says, and thou saidest, I shall be a lady forever.
Yep, that's what America said. It said it's going to be that powerhouse forever. Same thing in Psalms. It says that their inward thoughts is that their generations shall continue. It ain't going to continue, man. Go ahead.
It says, so that thou didst not lay these things to thy heart.
It means you didn't think about it.
Neither didst remember the latter end of it.
You didn't know that your end was going to be in judgment, man.
Yep.
You didn't know that the Lord was going to send forth prophets, send forth men to tell you your downfall. That America is going to be taken out in the Third World War. Russia, China, we don't have to believe us. Look at the news, man. What do you think our weapons have been going to Ukraine for? It's been going on for what, 2 years now? We've been sending heavy weapons. Now they green-lighted missile strikes on Moscow, man. We're going to wake up one morning and Ukraine will be nuked, man. They will let off a tactical nuke. They got the Resniks. The Resniks are a game changer, man. Those are some of the highest, man, you don't want to be on the other end of that, man. You'll barely be able to burp before them things kill you, man. Pure power, man. That's in the time we're living in. Those missiles are supersonic, man. Hypersonic. They travel thousands of miles per hour. When they crash their target, they pepper it, man. It looks like when they did the test of the Resniks, it looked like thunderbolts were coming out of the sky, man. They were striking targets with efficiency and precision and power, man. That's what the Russians have. They're gonna launch. I believe in the spirit. I'm speaking as a man. They're gonna launch one of them Resniks on Kiev, man. Because they're doing they're killing oil refineries. They're getting all those things. You're trying to get my man. Go ahead, bro.
It say, therefore, hear now this, that thou art given to pleasure, that that dwell courteously, and says in thine heart, I am, and none else besides me. I shall not sit as a widow, neither shall I know the loss of children.
They said they ain't gonna be judged.
Right.
Go ahead, my brother.
They say, but these two things shall come to thee in a moment, in one day. The loss of children and widowhood.
That's why some of y'all, you going to war, man. How you think they're sending those National Guard troops into these cities? They're getting ready for domestic disturbance, man. And then when they start drafting, hey, some of y'all gonna have to go on them lines, man. Go ahead, bro.
They shall come upon thee in their perfection, with the multitude of thy sorcery, and for the great abundance of thine enchantment. For thou hast trusted in thy wickedness.
Because if you go back to enchantment, even if you look at George Washington, he was a Mason. When he laid the cornerstones of this place, George Washington was a high-level Mason. You see him in the inaugural.
Which one?
You said what?
Which one?
George Washington?
Yeah.
George Washington, the president, the one that was the original one. George Washington was a Mason. When he laid the cornerstone, he had a Masonic skirt on. Okay, that goes back to the lodge of the Masons, man. Go ahead.
For thou hast trusted in thy wickedness.
That means they trusted because a lot of these politicians, these high up people, they're witchcraft. They're warlocks. They worship after their astrologers. They're going into soothsaying. They're going into idolatry. They worship Molech, Baal. All these are ancient deities that they bow down to. Even this thing with Diddy, all them Diddy, that was a humiliation ritual. They caused them to go to rituals to go and to continue their wealth and their riches.
For thou hast trusted in thy wickedness.
Yep.
Thou hast said, none seeth me.
They do it in darkness, man. That's why they do it in it's called a secret society. That's what's secret? It's darkness. So it's a secret society because they're doing it in the dark, in the hiding. Go ahead. But it says, hold on. But it says, but everything that is done in the darkness shall shall come to light.
Thy wisdom and thy knowledge it has been perfectly. Thou hast said in thine heart, I am, and none else besides me. Therefore shall evil come upon thee.
Evil, what's that? Bad times. Why you think you got all types of shootings? You got all types of, you got transgender shooting up Catholic schools. He didn't go shoot up a military base where there'd be some Anna with it. No, he went and shot. No, America's being dismantled, man. I seen videos where you got people living in that car, man. In the so-called richest country in the world, you got Americans that are living in that car, man.
Oh yeah.
And a lot of these people that go to colleges, you being sold a scam, man. Ain't no jobs out here, man. AI taking over everything. If you ain't doing some kind of trade job or some kind of job that actually has you with your hands working, if they can do it on a computer, they gonna get your job changed out, man. So everything is being dismantled right in front of you. That's evil. Because what does the word evil mean? The word evil means bad times, man. Go ahead.
So it kind of says, therefore shall evil come upon thee, and
And
thou shalt not know from
And the scriptures say, shall there be evil in the city, and the Lord has not done it. I, the Lord, do all these things. So he's the one bringing this evil to this place, because it didn't start with good. So it's going to reap what you sow. If you plant oranges, you're going to get an orange tree. If you plant wickedness, you're going to get a wicked fruit back from it, man. This ain't mathematics. It's easy, man.
From, like it says, and mischief shall fall upon thee. Thou shalt not be able to put it off.
So right now, the same. What's the part of that mischief? If you look right now, the BRIC countries, they're separating themselves from the dollar, man. The dollar's losing its world reserve currency status, and once that happens, you're gonna feel it. America's gonna turn to a third world country overnight, man. Your luck. That's why people got to work 2-3 jobs right now. You got to work this job, you got to work that job, and you college students, you're cooked, man. You're gonna be in debt, and ain't no way to pay it off. Ain't no way to pay it off, man. Ain't no jobs out here for you to take to say, oh, well, like I can work this many years. No, man. And you can't get no. Go ahead, my brother.
Plus, these jobs ain't paying that much anyway. They ain't paying that much. So you have a college degree, but you're only making $19 an hour.
Man.
So you went to school, got some debt just to walk across a stage. They hand you a paper, and you go to a job making $19 an hour.
Man. And then, you know, sick, the guy that didn't go to college, he went ahead and went and got that job. He done worked his way up. Now he management, and he leave making more than you, and he ain't got a college degree.
Right.
You see how that happened? He went and just said, you know what, I'm gonna get a job, I'm gonna work. And then guess what? He done rose up the ranks. Now he a manager, he a lead, or he might damn near some of them guys own their own companies, man. That's what it's called having a trade, man. If you have a trade, that's better than a college degree. That's just, like you said, a piece of paper, man. Experience is really what gets you. They don't want somebody now to say you can supposedly do the job. They want somebody that has done the job, man. They might take a chance on you, but guess what? You've been doing the job 5 years. That person coming out of college with a degree, they ain't got no experience. So they're going to give the job to the person with the experience. See? Go ahead.
It says, and a desolation shall come upon thee suddenly, which thou shalt not know.
Yep. So you ain't going to be able to put this thing off, man. We've been warning y'all a long time. Now that proof is coming to pass, man. You got Russia, China, they building up. They saying, forget the U.S., man. Forget this place. That's why you got people moving overseas. You got expats. You got passport boys, all these movements to get the fuck out of here, man. See? Go ahead.
It says, stand now with thine enchantment, with the multitude of thy sources, wherein thou hast labored from thy youth.
Stand with your bullshit. That's pretty much what it's saying.
Yeah.
Stand with your bullshit. That's what we telling y'all now. Stand with your bullshit. If you got wayward ways, go ahead and stand on it, man. But we know what we, just like Moses said, hey, we gonna draw that line. This truth is a line in the sand. All right? This our mouth is the line in the sand. For me and my household, guess what? We gonna serve the Heavenly Father, man. And His Son. We pick it outside. We ain't scared to tell the world that, yo, you about to be judged, man. If you sat there and you killed a man, you killed a man's child, and you running around and that dad is like, man, I can't wait till I see that motherfucker.
Right.
What do you think, Lord?
When he see you.
It's on contact.
It's on sight. Sight, man. And he's not gonna take no salon. He ain't gonna take no story, nothing like that. Man. You want your ass, man.
Yep. He ain't gonna take no money either. He wants you to be paid. He want to pay for that debt.
If so be, thou shalt be able to profit. If so be, thou mayest prevail. If they can't prevail, they won't prevail. They can't stop what's happening, man. Their witchcraft, the sorceries and all that, that's not helping them, man.
That's right.
Their kingdom is still going under. They can't do nothing about it. You can't blame us for you cannot blame us for that.
Nah, you can't blame the Negro for your downfall, man. You can't blame us, man. I'm telling you, you look on reports, you got TikTokers, people living in their car, man. College graduates living in their fucking car. That's what you got to look forward to, man. It's bad out here, man. And this is only getting worse. It's only getting worse. It's gonna be, once they fully drop this dollar, y'all gonna be doing something strange for a little piece of change, man.
Yeah. $20 a pop.
Yeah, you go, hey, and you might get $14.50. You might not even get the whole 20.
Yeah, that's a steal.
Man, hey, you might have to double it up. You might have to be buy one, get one. You know?
Man, and the thing is, though, man, a lot of these women will go back to prostituting, man. They're gonna go, man, they're gonna go back to selling bottles.
Man, they're gonna sell it bright and early. You hear me out?
Man, at 5 a.m.
Man, they're gonna be up early. They're gonna be up before the cock crow. Break that down. That's the dark saying if you look into it. They're gonna be up for the cock crowing. Okay? Hey, literally.
Yeah.
Literally. Oh, Becky, she gonna be there. She gonna be there with them dilly deals. Okay? Hey, Isaiah 4:1.
Yeah.
They said it's either sell coochie or go get me a man of the Lord, man. Or go get you a man. You women will have to share, man. That's what we coming to. You coming to the time where, hey, he said I should make a man more precious than fine gold, man. That's what you want to build up. Now, we may be low, but the Lord gonna lift us up. We ain't got to worry about nothing, man. Because the Heavenly Father, at the end of the day, loves us, man. That's what you got to really embody in this truth. We tell you the harshness that's coming, but we also tell you the gospel is that the Heavenly Father loves us. He sent His Son for us. That man, they talk about Jesus went on the cross. No, He went on the cross for His people, man. That's why when He seen Jerusalem, He wept, man. Yahushua loves us, man, as a nation. He's coming back to get His bride, man. You don't call your bride, man, you call a woman your bride, that means you love her, man.
Yeah, because no man will call a random bitch his bride.
Hell no.
Ain't no man gonna do that.
The Lord don't want us to be hoes.
Exactly. But you still got that's on their own.
He said, I've called Jerusalem a calm, delicate woman, man.
That's not a whore.
No. We supposed to, it says, because a woman is your glory, man. So we supposed to be the glory of the Lord. The Most High, they supposed to look at us and be like, man, who God is their God?
Yeah.
Look at, man, that's how they're going to look at us, man. They're going to look at us and be like, bow ain't the word. They won't be able to look you in your eye, man. The same way Moses, when the Lord touched him, he had to put a mantle on his face, man. We're going to have that same shine, man. We ready, man. We're going to win. Winning ain't even a word. The Lord he said, the pleasure is evermore, man. That's what He said. The Heavenly Father's going to give us pleasure. When we get done with that, He's going to give us more pleasure than more pleasure, man. He's going to fill it up, man. And that's what we're waiting on. We're waiting on that.
Man, and we're going to live for all eternity, man. We are about to inherit everlasting life. We are about to inherit immortality, man. And we are about to inherit the earth and everything in it. Because this earth belongs to ours anyway. Right? That's why this earth is all fucked up now, because who's running it, man?
The wicked.
Who's running it? Esau Edom is running it, man.
The wicked is running it.
Say, thou art weary with the multitude of thy counsel, that now the astrologers, the stargazers, and that must be prognosticated stand up and save you from these things that should come upon you.
It's saying in language, let them bitch ass war.
Those are all the nations that have consulted, kept the counsel against us, man. But you people think that they're gonna be saved? Really?
I just read every one of thy adversaries shall go into captivity.
Right.
They ain't reading it, man. Half these people don't pick it up. You ask the average person when's the last time you picked your Bible up.
Let's say,
You know, I read it with you. No, when's the last time you read it? You know, we read it every day. When you go into these lessons and these things, you read the scriptures every day. Yeah. That's us reading. That's us learning of the Lord. That's learning of our lover, man. Okay? That's why I said I should seek him whom my soul what? Love him. I sought him, but I found him not. But the prophets that go about the cities and the streets found me.
Yeah.
Say to him, see ye whom my soul loveth. That's poetry, man.
And he said, till I passed from it, then I found it. You understood.
Yeah, he found it. Yep. It clicked. That's why I said faith cometh by what? Hearing. I'm telling you, man, hey, the Lord is about to show us real works, man. Real marvelous works, man. And it says, will destroy the very memory of its existence. It says, these Edomites, these Ishmaelites, Moabites, Tagareans, Gabionites, Amorites, and the Amalekites.
All of the heathens will go into slavery.
I am lost, I am free. I will never be the same without you.
It says your sons shall not labor. Not going into slavery. Well, we really don't even need y'all. At the point, we don't have spiritual power. We don't need y'all, but the Lord has to fulfill prophecy, man. Because really, we just want peace, man. Once you grow in this truth, you realize you just want peace. You just want to lay your head down in your own land, in your own home, have some food to eat, have something to lay under, and you cool, man.
You can have something to slide in.
Man, that's it. If your life is man, what is that? Just like Gad said. Man, it's like, so what do you think? He said, man, our life, we hunted, we slept, we had sex. What was his life better than that?
Hey, that's a peaceful life, man.
Man, you just get up in the morning out your booth. You know, your kids playing.
Yeah.
You know, but the luxuries of this place, because going down to the hoop, they don't want nobody to have no life. They don't have life. They're not happy in themselves, man. You dealing with a bunch of broken people trying to be fixed, man. But the Lord is giving us hope. He's saying, look, tell these people that I'm coming, man. They already tell you that they got what? Atlas 13. They said that it's behaving not like a comet. You got the government tell you they got UAPs, that they've been videotaping so-called unidentified objects. So come on, man, we here.
And they said it's a UAP that's
17, or 7,000 miles.
that's headed towards this place. So, come on, man.
It's a wrap, Jack.
Man, they know that our Lord and our Shai is coming, man.
Yep.
They know it, man.
If y'all join hands with this place, you're going to be caught up with it. Yep. Just like you accessory to murder, you accessory to wickedness, man. You got to get up out this place, man. Spiritually. You can live in the world, but don't be a part of it, man. We live in this world. We go to jobs and work, but that's not our. We don't invest in here. No. This is not the set all do all, man.
Right, because you're investing in the wrong. Because you're investing in the wrong. So, what, man? Right. Because you say cast like bread upon the waters, man. Like man, it says in the due time you will come back to it. So we have invested in this knowledge, man. We've invested in this truth.
That's right.
Like that, and the residual income that we gonna get.
Man, we starting to pay residuals now.
Yeah.
We invested at ground level, man. Just like if you invested in Amazon where it was in a garage, you're gonna win, man. We have a spiritual investment that we're collecting residuals and dividends on, man. You people, you're gonna lose. The little wealth you got now, enjoy it, man. Once this dollar crashes, they want to move in digital currency, CBDC, programmable money, man. That means they'll say you reach your meat quota. You brought enough meat this month, you can't buy no more meat.
Right. You bought enough fruit.
Your fruit quota here, just like you get WIC, man. They gonna put y'all on WIC, man. That's what they gonna do. Because they want to have what it say, universal basic income. That means everybody gets a set amount of money, but you ain't gonna have shit, man. That's why the housing market is terrible, man. You got BlackRock that's buying up all of this real estate, man. The average person, that's equity, man. That's what you call something you can leave to your inheritance. Owning a home was one of the main dreams in this place. Now your mortgages, man, hey, it's a wrap, bro. It's a wrap. That's why you got people living in their cars, man. In America.
They pay the same for a court note.
That's right. That's right.
Because this work with Jay. Guess how much his court note is?
How much?
900 a month.
Sure.
He said he was upside down, sideways, and the car he had.
Yeah, he was wishy-washy.
Yeah, like not. So he got a. So he works 12-hour shifts, damn near every day.
Man, he's enslaved.
Yeah.
That's what he's in.
What's that
He's
shit?
in a bot yacht.
Big debt.
Yeah. You got average people that got credit card debt. You got insurance. Insurance is high. Man, that's good for you, man. We're paying, but we waiting for the lights to cut off, man. To let the Lord really help us out, man. We ain't worried about this place, man. Babylon is falling, man. It wasn't built on nothing. It was built on rape, crime, and murder. You gonna reap what you sow. This place was built on killing the Native Americans, taking people, bringing them into slavery. That's the only reason this place got rich. Cotton was gold, man. Talking about 40 acres and a mule. You can keep that. keep all of it. We don't want to drop, man. We don't want no acre and we don't want no mule, man.
Man, we gonna have the Earth and the galaxy.
You gonna give us what we own? It says the Earth was created for our sakes.
Yeah.
How you gonna give us what we own, my boy?
You're gonna say, now, we gonna give you this back, but you gotta pay us a certain amount. Nigga, what? Nah.
That's why you Jake's got to get a kingly mind about yourself. You're royalty, man. You're royalty. You a king that lost your throne, man. Lost your crown. You became a beggar, man. A lot of us have become beggars in this world, man. You go to work and think that's your life. It ain't your life to work for this devil. Look at the people that's working now. You got to invest in this, man. I got the precept. Let me bring it out and talk.
Because the people say, leave not a beggar's life.
Yeah. This is Matthew 6 and verse 20. It says, but lay up yourselves treasures in heaven where neither moth nor rust doth corrupt, and where the thieves do not break through nor steal.
So, we're laying up our treasures in heaven, man. Where we can't get robbed, where our investment won't rust, it won't corrupt. That's ours, man. But these people that they want to invest in this place for what? You were investing in a sinking ship?
Yeah, I call America a zombie Ponzi scheme.
Yeah.
It's a zombie Ponzi scheme, man. That means it's just like if you know what a Ponzi scheme is, it's something that gets over on your money. So they thinking that, oh yeah, I can invest in here, but you don't know that it's a bubble, man. Your money you invest in is being taken and being filtered to the elites, man. And the elites are cutting ties with the average. If you don't come from that the Merovingian families, I'm talking about DuPonts, Gettys, Warburgs, Oppenheimers. You don't come from that higher up echelon and you're not one of their vassals. The Bowers, man. the Rothschilds.
Yeah.
You ain't moving, man. The average, they don't want a middle class. They want it's gonna be the haves and have-nots.
Yep.
That's why the interest rates are skying up. If you got a mortgage that's decent, that's gonna go up, and you're gonna lose your house to the what? To the bank. And who runs the banks? The same Merovingian families, man. So it's a Ponzi scheme. They get you guys, man. They made you believe that you were getting some wealth. I'm telling you, if you don't already come from money or already have money, you get ready to go through some hard things, man. That's why it's called the time of Jacob's trouble, man. We're telling you this. Look at the dollar. The CBDC is going to be programmable money. That has never happened before. Once you transfer to this digital currency, you will be watched, tracked like cattle, man. Every purchase you make, every move you make, they'll know you went to they'll know you went down here, you ate this amount of food, you did this, and then if you hit a meat quota, you won't be able to buy any more meat because you hit your meat quota. You see how programmable money can work, man?
And they're gonna track how many times they pop.
Yeah.
They're gonna say, nah.
Yeah, you done hit your sex quota for
Yeah,
the month. You done hit your sex quota. Yeah. You
You're gonna have to ask them to get some pop.
Yeah, you got to beat me for this the rest of the month. The rest of the month, you out of there. That's why, hey,
we can see him. I tell you, oh my God.
Because they're going to chip you people, man. That's going to be the next currency. It's going to be a chipping process. That's going to be how they're going to control right here. The RFID chip, that's going to be your new money. You're going to have this in one space, one shape, form, or fashion, man. But it's going to be mandatory. And if you don't have this, you're going to be pushed out of society, man. You're going to be you're going to go to be a derelict.
And this will have all of your from your medical history to your financial history, your bank, all of that is going to be on that. Right, man? Now, if you take this, you're going to be destroyed by these. So you would need to take this in order to function in this society, man.
Oh, I got it.
If you want to eat and all that, you're going to have to take it. And when you are not even promised to eat if you take this. So if you're going to take this to be destroyed, okay. By these,
you're going to get baked like a biscuit. You're going to be a Babylonian biscuit.
Yeah.
You're going to be framed. You're going to be flame board. I got that. They got this new technology. Check this out. It says, I asked brain chip that is injected through throat. It says the notion of a brain chip injection in the throat typically refers to the minimal invasive brain computer interface, BCI, developed by computer company Cypron. It says the steroid is thread through the jugular vein in the neck to reach the brain rather than inquiring for opening the brain surgery. So they got the brain chip where they stuck you in your neck and it goes and it assimilates in your brain. So how do you know we ain't art? Come on, man. That's how it says in the hand or in the forehead, man.
Man, which it don't matter where you get it because you won't be able to take it out, man.
Exactly. You can't go and get that out of your fucking brain. No. You can't take it out of your hand. You gotta slice. You gonna slice tendons, muscles. You gonna bleed out before you even get to it. You stupid motherfucker. You know? That's showing you, man. We here. We here, bro. You got anything else? That's about that out. I'm gonna finish these precepts. This is Isaiah. We'll end out with this. This is Isaiah 65 and verse 13, and it reads, it says, therefore, thus saith the Lord God, behold, my servant shall eat, but ye shall be hungry. Behold, my servant shall drink, but ye shall be thirsty. Behold, my servant shall rejoice, but ye shall be ashamed.
Right, man. So in that statement, Yahweh Shemel Shah is going to make sure we eat. See, I mean, who feeds the fowls of the air? Who feeds the beasts of the field, man? Yahweh Shemel Shah does. So who's going to feed us? Or are we not much better than the fowls of the air? So we don't eat. We don't eat that, man. We gonna be pouring out.
Man, Tiffany.
Come on, man.
Hey, Lord willing is that. So Lord willing is edifying lesson with that. We want to say all praise and honor unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Fakadash. Until next time we say Shalom. More now than ever. Be faithful.